Will the Wise, where the name come from?
Will the Wise, man. Well, Wise actually stands for the wisdom inside self-elevates. You know? So for me, that basically just means investing in myself, knowing who I am, loving myself, showing the best care and investment in who I am and what my existence. I feel like, all we got is ourselves, but as soon as we can figure out how to sharpen and really understand who we are on the inside and love ourselves truly, we can reflect that in our external world to other people. And society can move on forward to doing bigger and better things and worrying about the shit that we worry about now. The country's going to war for what? You know what I mean? Like, the wisdom inside self-elevates. You gotta know you don't need anything external to fulfill you because you realize your own inner worth. You already got it inside of you. So why are you looking external to something to fulfill you when you already feel? You know what I mean? But in perspective, it's perspective. I feel like to say will the wise is to be a big statement in society right now, because society, it wants you to do what it wants you to be. That's not being able to be yourself and who you are and what your inner journey is, because everybody's journey is different. We all got our fingerprint, we all got our different identity and individuality, uniqueness. So it's about recognizing that and bringing that to the world in harmony, not just balance. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And so what you saying that it kind of makes sense based on your music, based on your visuals, things like that or whatever. Talk about that, man, when it comes to that piece of it and actually incorporating it to the music that you put out into the world, because you said a few things there that really stuck out when it comes to, the music part of it, actually connecting with people, things like that. So how do you, what's your perspective on that?
So I recently just dropped a tape, it was like a 13-song tape called Word to the Wise, and I had a bunch of features on it, and just the point I was making on there was like, man, there's many different versions to who I am and who I can be. It's about recognizing those versions and being able to put it in music, and everybody can see these different versions or experience the different type of energies that we all can possess, and hopefully be a reflection for other people to see that they don't have to be in the box. You know what I'm saying? They can be different as well, within their own way. Because we're all different. But like, you don't have to hate on me. I don't have to hate on you for how you do your different. Now is the point of having all those features on there, just to prove that like we can do this together. I can do it by myself. It doesn't matter. Like, but there's no hate either way. It's all love.
What's some of the features you had on the project?
I had Daily Voodoo, big Texas artist out here as well. My homie Paris Art, my homie Lachey. They also great Dallas artists upcoming, man. Fire. Got R&B on lock. Both talented boys. My producers, man, Kenny Maestro, Fire out of Dallas as well. And man, he got a new studio called Boss by Affiliation. They just set up a studio. I just performed there. Had a big performance there. It was live. They ended up making one of my songs for the recap video. So I was pretty blessed, man. I just celebrated my birthday. So I'm just trying to tee up the whole month and just, live life to the fullest right now. Just my baby niece just got birth. So, I'm just manning up and doing what I gotta do. You feel me?
I can dig it, man. So talk to me about Rebyl Entertainment, man. How you get connected, man.
Rebyl Entertainment, and it's funny, man. Just being around Dallas and the culture, and you just, you know different people. You start to network. You're able to just, I met up with my boy Josh. I've known him since high school. You know what I mean? Like one thing about like bridges, like don't ever break bridges with nobody. You know what I'm saying? You never know who you might circle back around in the long run. You feel me?
Right.
But like, me and my boy Josh, we always been cool, and that relationship has consistently been there. You know what I'm saying? So even outside of just being a friendship, just like what we trying to do on a bit larger scale musically and like progress in certain areas. My boy's a dope cover art. He does cover art. He's a graphic designer. He does a lot of my cover arts already, so that relationship is already there. He started working with Rebyl Entertainment, ended up meeting Javaro and them. And I ended up meeting one of their producers without even knowing they was even connected, and everything just started working organically, naturally, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how it all started for me. I like building genuine, organically grown relationships, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but that's how it all started. They heard my songs from Josh. It was like, yeah, we gotta work with dude. So, and I've been grateful ever since, man. They really been blessing me, and I've been a great help for them. And just, I love the energy we provide, like the stuff we can build.
Right. And that's important having a team, you know what I'm saying? When you're actually just busy moving around, having a team as artists is very important. And then the relationships, like you said, you never know what the relationships that you build down the line, how they can actually impact you. You say y'all been cool since high school, so you never know how that works out, you know what I'm saying? Having bridge is not burned. You know what I'm saying, with somebody. So that's dope. So what do you think about the music industry as a whole right now? What do you think about, you know, streaming when it comes to, you know, that end of the business? What do you think about that aspect?
I feel like streaming, I feel like as an artist as a whole, you know, it takes a lot to, as an independent artist, it's gonna take a lot to really invest in yourself if you really want yourself to make it, even if that's getting more streams on your stuff by marketing and doing what you gotta do on that end, you know, because, you know, when people get signed, they got these labels with all this money and all these bags, and they're able to drop on all that stuff, so all the artists really doing is focusing on the music, but, you know, when you're independent, it's like, yeah, you're gonna have to give some bread to do the marketing yourself. And right now, we're in a digital age, so, you know, fortunately, a lot of people doing anything to go viral or to work, you know what I mean?
Right.
And sometimes it works, and sometimes it's like, you know, what are you doing? And sometimes it's both. Like,
right.
But at the same time, everybody got their own uniqueness and individuality too, so, you know, I feel like it's all depending on the artist, how they want to show themselves, you know what I mean? Like, you're your own person, you're your own image, so you gotta get out there and express that way to the best way possible because it's you.
Right. Definitely understand that, man. So I know, like, there's times when artists may get discouraged, you know what I'm saying? They may be not moving as fast as they want, things may not be happening when they want them, you know, things like that. How do you circumvent that? How do you keep yourself from being, you know, jaded when it comes to the music business and not being, you know, having things happen as soon as you may want them to have, or, you know?
Right. Well, I have to say, the music business is a lot of different areas that you gotta focus on, having your hands in different pockets to be able to, you know, stay consistent and make sure you stay on the curve. But as far as like that part, man, I feel like if you really love music, you just gonna come with that automatic love. No matter what the circumstances going on, you're gonna always make music regardless. You know what I'm saying? Just for the love of it. Like, you're not gonna be just because like, I'm not getting that many streams this month. I don't think I'm gonna stop music. Like, nah, like that'd be like, to me, I'm like, I really love this shit, whether people listening to this shit or not. If they like it, then fuck it, yeah, I'm gonna continue to do this shit the hardest I can. But at the same time, no matter what, like, nobody should stop doing music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely.
Like, just because, I mean, you know, people can say you can retire if you look at a career, but like, music is music, man. That's universal. It's gonna always go generation to generation. So
Yeah.
everything is good music. When you think about it, right? Shit.
So who's some of your influences?
My influences, man, I got a lot of influences. I have to say like Kendrick, Drake, for sure. You know, even like underground artists like Sweeno, Tierra Whack, dope female artists that just like, you know, said forget the boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And did what she had to do. And like, I really respect that. It really inspired me a lot to be like, not put myself in a box when it comes to my artistry.
Right.
Because there's so many different things that you can come up with on a certain beat, on a certain track. I don't like to limit myself to my capabilities. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
who says I can't get on this beat? You know what I mean? Like, who says I can't make this sound good? And then that's when it starts to become, I can make this sound good. And self-worth, like, I know I can do this, you know what I mean? It's just the talk that you tell yourself, like, really holding yourself accountable for the self-talk that you allow yourself to even hear and be in your space, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then eventually that's gonna trigger down to your physical. You want to hold yourself accountable for the type of spaces and people you allow yourself to be in towards the goals that you're trying to get to in the first place, you know? It takes a lot of understanding, okay, I really want to go here, I need to be doing this, do this consistent, and focus on this, instead of, you know, doing what other people might want me to do or doing things because I think this is what other people want me to do. You know what I mean? You really got to know yourself.
Right.
It's a level of self-love that you gotta have.
Okay. So my guy, I got one more question for you. This may be something that may have to think about, but next 5 years, man, what are your top 3 things you want to accomplish?
Next 5 years, ooh, that's a good question. I say next 5 years, man, I definitely, one of my big goals, I mean, I just want to like, I don't want to say I want to be married, but like, I want to have that type of relationship with somebody by then. Like, for right now, I'm really just, you know, focusing on me and doing what I gotta do. Number 2, I say as far as music-wise, I'm trying to do shows in more areas. I'm trying to do a show in New York, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do a show in LA. I'm trying to do shows outside of Texas more. 3, yeah, hopefully doing like commercials, bro. Like, commercials, TV shows, whatever, you know, on the acting side of things, because I do that too, so.
Oh, so you're going to expand more. It's not just music.
Yeah, it's not just music. And I don't, like I said, I don't want to be limited in the music, but I don't want to be limited in my life in general, so it's reflected across the whole board. You know what I mean? But like, I mean, it's just been in me since I was a kid. I always been into everything that I'm doing right now. So it's been cool.
Dope.
You know, there's a verse in the Bible. It's like, you know, you got your talents. Basically, like, don't take your talents for granted. You know what I mean? You can take those talents to learn 10 more talents. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it going. So that's what I mean by holding ourselves responsible. Really loving ourselves to be like, damn, we can do this. We got the ability to. There's other people in the world that might not have that capability. So, yeah.
Dope, man.
Dope. The motherfucking wise, man.